So very good afternoon to all the participants. I will just welcome all the participants for today's last day session of Canceromics data. As in couple of days, we have come across with respect to TCGA GDC portal, what are the different canceromics techniques, that is genomics, proteomics, transcriptomics, and metabolomics. And in that, how we have come across with respect to this different types of cancer, how we have integrated those canceromics data by using different types of cancer which are available in different platforms such as GDC portal, or whereas that is we have seen yesterday that is the CBio portal. So how the data has been deposited in this particular platform, where one can use this particular platform for their interested study with respect to omics data regarding the with respect to cancer type, and how the cancer type they have shown the different data sets with respect to data points are available, and how they have integrated those data sets with respect to clinical data, biospecimen data sets, and the overall survival analysis. So now in today's session, we are also going to explore about the CBio portal, and I'm going to give some introduction about which packages with respect to our language or the BioPython language you can use for your further studies with respect to omics data sets. So before beginning towards the demo, I just want to take a overlook about what we have discussing about yesterday's session. So we'll just begin with our today's session, that is a day 5 of Canceromics virtual. So now we are going to take just a brief overview about what is the CBio portal. We are going to explore the database with respect to the Canceromics dataset and how to visualize those dataset and analyze for our target of our interest. Next, this is we have seen the CBio portal, which is available at this particular site, that is cbioportal.org. I'm not going to take in deep brief about this. I'm just going to take an overlook about this so that we can see the demo of this particular CBio platform. Next, this is the number of cancer type they have mentioned with respect to the projects they have been introduced. Here you can even search with respect to your target of interest with respect to the keywords or the cancer type. Here they have mentioned the top 20 primary tumors and the data set they have been deposited. As the CBio portal covers 289 cancer type. So before beginning towards the demo of CBio portal, I just want to take your focus with respect to what are the another tools apart from the GDC data transfer tool, where one can utilize those tools by knowing the data after analyzing interpretations and visualizations for their further work purpose. So this is nothing but the RStudio. One can download the RStudio and use the certain packages with respect to Canceromics data analysis, how to download the data. Even from this RStudio, the packages are available. From these packages, we can download the data from the different databases or even the platforms, and we can even visualize those data, analyze by using certain commands. And we can use also the BioPython. BioPython also has a Jupyter notebook, where in Jupyter notebook one can easily use those commands and analyze those data with respect to Canceromics data sets. So I will just why we need the tools for our analysis and for the visualization of Canceromics data. As the data set are the large number, and we have to use those tools with respect to omics data analysis, and the available packages in the R language are contained with the Bioconductor project. So one can download this Bioconductor project in R language, and in that many number of packages are involved in Bioconductor project. So one can use this Bioconductor project. After downloading this Bioconductor project, the number of packages are available. So we can use those packages for downloading and analyzing those data sets with respect to Canceromics datasets. So it's an open source project. It is important to, however, to gain a knowledge with respect to different projects they have been shown in the form of bioconductor project or the biopython projects. So based on your interest, you can download these particular projects and utilize by using the R language or the Python language. So this bioconductor package are also included. We can also download in Python language and take this use for the analysis of large number of data sets with respect to your interest. So one can use the available tools and packages so that researchers can be used in the form of combinations with their finding their suitable questions for their answers. So this is only the introduction part about what are the other tools are available with respect to other than GDC, its own platform, that is the cancer data transfer tool of we have seen in the previous session. So now,
Nilofer, any future plan for this training for this type of visualization and interpretation, like
yeah,
that you are talking about these packages?
okay, if you are interested, I can take certain RStudio or BioPython with respect to Jupyter Notebook, how we can give the certain commands and how we can use the downloading this packages with respect to omics data analysis.
Yeah, it is great actually, because this is the main thing what we want to understand: visualization, how we will visualize our data and how we will analyze this big data
Mm-hmm.
with different type of cancers.
Sure, sure. Based on your interest, I will definitely proceed for this analysis by using only with respect to R language or with respect to BioPython. Means if somebody has a basic knowledge with respect to Python language, they can easily use this BioPython language and proceed for analysis. So I will definitely take a view with respect to using this R language if certain candidates are interested. Definitely, I will help with respect to the analysis using R language or BioPython. Yeah. So now I'm going to again take you towards the CBio portal, because for interpreting any data set with respect to using any languages or tool, one we should have to know about what is actually the omics data set content and the data fields. So that's the main thing of this particular session, is that I just want to take you overlook about what is actually the omics data it is, and what are the different omics techniques with respect to its applications. In the first day session we have seen, and after knowing what are the actually applications with respect to omics data and what the data set actually contain with respect to data fields, that is it's in the form of format or VCF format, in that what actually data has been stored. So this type of introductory part we have covered in this last 2 to 3 days, and now we are going to explore the CBio portal little much, and we will see what type of analysis actually they have been stored in this particular platform. So I will just share the screen. So in yesterday's session, we have come across with respect to the introductory part about the what are the different types of cancer types and the projects are included, how we can use this particular data set option and directly download the data with respect to the target of your interest. Today, I am going to show you the head and neck cancer, which I'm going to continue with this head and neck cancer, and I'm going to show you the heat maps. So I'm just going to click on head and neck cancer, and these are the number of projects data set they have included. So in this particular CBio platform, we are getting the literature data with respect to the how many samples they have worked. So this will be very helpful for our study. So I will just click one of the TCGA sample. So I will use this TCGA Nature 2015 data, and I will go towards this particular project. In yesterday's session, we have seen this the summary part, what are the different data sets and the information they have stored. We have also seen the clinical data, and even regarding the treatment of the particular patients, that type of information also I'm going to share you in the future mail. so that one can use this particular data sets with respect to their interested cancer type and what are the treatment they have provided to the patients. So we have seen also the heat maps. So here the heat maps have been stuck with respect to only 3 types of data sets, and they have given here you can find the different cancer types from the drop down approach. You can use the different cancer types, and here the heat map which they have generated with respect to RNA expression data, reverse phase protein array data. So here the samples have been distributed with respect to only 3 platforms, that is RNA expression data, RPPA data, mRNA expression data with respect to your search of your interest of cancer. Even you can more explore with respect to what actually the heat map and whatever data sets they have included. So you can go towards this quick user guide and see much information with respect to heat maps. Now I'm going to concentrate your search with respect to only the information of the patients which have been available. I will just show you this the selected patient information, that is 279. Before that, I will show you the CN segments. What is this actually talking about? What type of data they have?
Excuse me, ma'am. Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Ma'am, just now you showed few heat maps. So can we get the corresponding fold change values also in the form of data sheet for these heat maps?
I think we can get.
Ma'am, I couldn't see the option anywhere.
Okay. Did you try it by downloading this overall project from here, that is genomics and clinical data sets which have seen here?
Yes, ma'am. But ma'am, I didn't get the corresponding data sheet because it was showing the heat map. If I want the values for particular genes, for example, the fold change, the p value, I'm not getting that.
Yes. That I'm going to show you in today's session. Even you can get the number of, means on what basis the heat map has been generated. They are showing only the data with respect to mRNA data set or the wait. So whatever the data sets and the scores they have used, it is been introduced in this particular CN segment. This, so here you can see they have used only 3 data sets. So reverse phase protein array, miRNA expression data, and mRNA data. So these scores are available. So you will get the scores in this further demo. I will show you that scores. Okay. So I will show you what is this CN segments. So here we have seen that the CN segments is nothing but the copy number of alterations data with respect to, they have used plugins with the IGV tools, and with respect to Human Genome 19 project they have used, and they have segregated the data with respect to annotations of copy number of alterations. One can use this only their target of chromosomes. If you are interested to study with respect to study of particular chromosome and what are the number of samples have been affected with respect to copy number of alterations, you can use this particular IGV tool which is being introduced here. Even you can more explore on this particular CN segmented by using the cursor guide, what type of information they have shown. So here they have used the reference sequence gene, that is the Human Genome 19. I'm going to show you the here how to use this particular. They have shown that selected 279 patients. So here you can see view selected cases. So I'm just going to click on view selected cases. Yes, here you can see the number of mutations. Okay, yesterday we have seen this particular tab, what type of information they have stored. So even one by one, you can visualize the patient information, what type of mutations information, protein change, mutation type, mRNA expression data they have shown. Even this particular CBio portal is also linked to the COSMIC data set. This cosmic data set contains the somatic mutations with respect to different cancer types. So here you can get, it is also linked towards the gene and the somatic mutations. So based on your interest, you can also go towards this particular cosmic database where the data has been stored. Here you can also get the gene expression data and other omics data sets with respect to cancer cell lines data also. So here they have given the copy number of alterations with respect to only one patient data. Even you can download the data from here. This is the option, download TSV format. Here I'm just want to show you that this is only the summary part and the clinical data, pathological report or tissue information with respect to one patient. That is this patient they are highlighting about the head and neck cancer. Here you can again click on this particular button. So you will move towards the second patient. So likewise, overall information for the visualization you can see. For downloading, the option is there for this particular project. If you want to download all the data set with respect to head and neck, all 275 patients, 79 patients, sorry. So you can directly download from the option is provided. So for visualization, what are the actually data sets they have been mentioned with respect to different patient ID. So you can, based on your interest, you can visualize this particular data sets. So this is about the tissue image also you will find here. As we have seen in the GDC portal, the slide images they have provided. So likewise, the tissue images are also here. So this is nothing but the visualization with respect to head and neck cancer, studying based on the cancer type. Now I'm going to focus you on how, if you have a particular gene of your interest, and how we are going to search those gene of your interest based on one or more than one type of cancer. If somebody have a list of panels with respect to their target of the genes with them, and they are interested to study what the genes has been altered in more than one cancer type of data, and this one particular CBio portal, what type of data sets will be provided for the user. So that thing I'm going to explore you. And with and that particular exploring with respect to different gene target, there you will get the Z score, p value in the form of gene, and the copy number of alteration data that I'm going to show you now. So I will just move towards the CBio portal home page. So this is nothing but our CBio portal homepage. Now I'm going to show you one cancer type. One cancer type we have seen. Now we are going to see if we have gene sets with us, how we can upload those gene sets, and we can explore by using different studies with respect to cancer type they have been stored over here. So I will just click on TCGA pan cancer study. This TCGA pan cancer study, I will just click on this particular option. After clicking this particular option, so it is showing that 32 cancer type they have been selected, and in that 10,967 patients information they have stored. So we can go towards view query by gene option. Yeah, so here you can find that please enter one or more gene symbols. So you can enter any gene symbols based on your interest, or you have your own targeted list with you. It will find the analysis with respect to overall 32 different types of cancer. Based on the mutations and copy number of alteration, the data will be annotated. So here you can see the sample has been selected, and here you can also see this option is there, user defined list, or you can also visualize your particular gene of your interest by using only this particular drop down option. If you don't have your particular gene list, you are interested to give the drop down list which is available here. In this CBio portal will also provide you the pathways of the respective genes which has been altered. So this is also a very useful platform where in the GTC portal we have not come across with respect to the pathway data set, whereas this CBio portal will provide you the pathways with respect to what type of gene has been altered with help of also the omics data and the clinical data. So this is the difference between using more database and come up across with using different omics data set. Then only we can find the loopholes between what the GTC portal is providing and what is the data which is lacking in particular platform, and what the data we are getting in different database or the particular platforms, so that one can extract those data set and we can do a comparative studies based on our target of your interest. So we should have our domain knowledge, we should have what type of omics data sets and what are the actual data points it have been covered. So this is nothing but using the particular platform and getting more and more data sets in the single platforms, so that a user can use this particular single platform and analyze those selected data set of their interest. So what I'm talking about here is I have selected the number of cancer type, that is TCGA pan cancer atlas, and the data will be iterated or annotated based on mutation value and copy number of alterations. So here user can define their list. So we are providing the list of gene sets. Even you can, if you are interested to study this 32 types of cancer with respect to targeted of only cancer related, what type of pathway signaling they have given. So here in prostate cancer they have used AR signaling pathway. In that they have shown only 10 genes, whereas in different cancer type they have given particular pathway information, that is RAS pathway. And also you can get a broad overview about only they have taken P53 signaling pathway. So likewise, you can, if you are interested, you can select one of the pathway and see how many genes altered in this particular pathway with respect to different types of cancer. So now we are going to give our own list of gene name over here. So I have selected a user defined list. So after providing a user defined list, then you can include your targeted gene name over here. I will take 2 to 3 gene name. So P53 I will take. So you can see the gene has been validated now. If I give a wrong name, then it will validate it. It will show you an invalid gene symbol. So it will also get validated. So now you can see the gene has been validated, comma. I will give another gene name, PTEN. So it is validating. So the gene has been validated now. I will give one more gene name, that is PIK. So it is still validating, PIK3CA. So this all 3 genes which we have given, even we can give more than 3 genes also. So this gene will be validated and it will show that the gene has valid. So we are going to see this particular 3 gene alterations with respect to mutation value and copy number of alteration data with respect to 32 different types of cancer, how the data has been stored. So I will just click on submit query option. So you can see querying the genes in the samples. So it's taking time. So you can see the number of tabs has been opened here in the form of OncoPrint. In yesterday's session, I have shown you the introductory part of CBio portal. They are talking about the OncoPrint visualization tool they have used for the visualization, and even the plot in the form of lollipop plots they are talking. So this type of new interacting visualization tools you can use for analysis. So this additional part with respect to omics data set they have included here. So here you can see the genes are annotating with respect to OncoKB database and cancer hotspot database. So they are this particular CBio portal is also using the reference database with and annotating the data with different databases also, that is OncoKB, cancer hotspots. So after annotating those particular set of genes which we have provided, it is querying with respect to the particular CBio portal data. So you will see how many samples the genes has been altered. So even you can see the pathway information, expression data, mutation data, what are the plots they are talking about, and in how many cancer type the gene has been altered. Likewise, information you can get. It is taking more time. So you can see querying 3 genes in 10,967 samples. It is being queried. And now the data has been coming, the visualization. Okay, the page has come. So here you can see OncoPrint option. This OncoPrint is a tool they have used as a plugin for this CBio portal. And what type of information actually this OncoPrint visualization toolkit is providing us. So you can see this particular 3 genes information, which the query which we have given to this particular search. And here also you can see querying this particular patients with respect to this type of samples. And in this 32 different types of cancer, and these are the particular search we have provided, and how the gene has been queried with respect to patient and sample information. So these are nothing but the information they have provided. So here you can see the T53 gene with respect to mutation profile, amplification profile, they have converted into the percentage. So alteration with respect to only copy number of alteration data and mutation data sets. How the T53 gene has been altered in how many patients. So in 3,939 patients have been altered out of 10,950 samples. So likewise 12%, 17% they have distributed. And what the colors are actually indicating. So here they have mentioned these colors are nothing but indicating about the genetic alterations, like a mutation in the frameshift mutation. As a putative driver mutations, we can consider those mutations. So here we can also come across with respect to the search of your gene. Is the gene are particularly driver mutation gene, or it is a missense mutation or putative driver gene? So you can see the information here with respect to different colors they have shown. And these colors are nothing but indicating about different cancer types and the sample of alterations. So this OncoPrint option will show you the mutation with respect to their target which we have provided. What these options they have, so you can vary your options with respect to your search. I think again the Zoom has showing the runtime. If it disconnect, we will again join. Here you can see the view. What are the in view option, whatever the files they have, means options they are providing. You can pick your options based on your interest also. Do we download this data? Yes, we can download this particular OncoPrint visualization in the form of PDF format or images or patient order information, or in the form of tabular form, or you can directly open in OncoPrinter option. So likewise, in only in OncoPrint this type of data they have stored. Now I'm going to show you the cancer type summary. So here what type of data they have been stored. So here you can see the axis and y-axis data. Even you can use and change this particular x-axis and y-axis data sets. So this particular bar plot has been plotted based on the alteration frequency of the 3 targets which we have provided. It is taking all 3 targets, and based on that the plot has been generated. So here what type of plot they are talking about, it is based on the mutation data sets and copy number of alteration with respect to different cancer types, that is 33 or 32 which they have mentioned, and what the colors are actually indicating. So the green color is indicating about the mutation count with respect to patient and the target of our gene which we have given. So you can see the frequency and alterations with respect to the cancer type, and the purple color is indicating about the fusion gene. Red color is indicating about the amplification of the gene, and deep deletion, and this multiple alteration in the form of gray color. Now this is based on the target 3 which we have given. I will just, if somebody is interested to search only with respect to P53 gene, they can click only on P53 gene. Again the graph will be replot again. So here you can see the changes in the plot with respect to cancer type. Now how in PTEN gene. So again the plot has been changed, bar plot. So you can download this particular data from here. The option is provided. So likewise, you can study based on your interested target. So what is this mutual exclusive is providing? So here the data is providing in the form of log2 value, p values, q values are being provided. So how many genes you can view here? You will get the number of q values and log2 value based on whatever the algorithm they have preferred, and based on by taking this particular value, even you can generate a heat map based on the expression data sets. You can download the data in the form of TSV format from here, or you can copy those data sets. So you can also click on significant gene. You are interested to study what are actually the significant genes or the driver genes. If you have more than one target genes, if you have 50 genes and you want to study what are the actually leading genes or the significant genes for that particular target of your interest, you can just click on the tick box, and here you can see the PTEN and T53 genes are shown as a significantly mutated genes with providing the log2 values. And the plots which I am talking about, they have given the lollipop plot, what is actually the visualization. Yes. So in this particular plot, because the particular gene has been altered with respect to the copy number of alteration data and mutation data type. So this is still loading. So under a single platform, you will get a number of visualizations with respect to your target of your interest. Yes. Here you can see the plot with respect to T53 gene, and it is showing the T53 mRNA expression data of RSEM datasets by using the normalized luminescence of high-sec data and RNA-seq data. So likewise, the plot has been generated, and in that with respect to T53 mutated copy number of alterations. So likewise, what are the number of genes and what are the mutations with respect to number of samples. So this particular gene has been altered, and with respect to which cancer type and what are the number of sample IDs. This type of information you will get. What are the colors are indicating, you can get it is segregated and defined in particular deep deletions, solo deletion, diploid, gain of the particular copy number of alteration, or did it amplification. So this type of data you can get. So here you can download those data set in the form of data or PDF or image. So likewise, you based on your interest, you can change this particular drop down option, and again the plot will be vary. based on your search option. So in mutation data, I just going to concentrate about the mutation and the pathways, what type of expressions they have, data set they have provided. In this particular pathway, you will, the number of genes have been altered. If with respect to the scores they will provide, that thing also I'm going to explore you. Yes. So this is nothing but the lollipop plot, which they have explained in their introductory part of the CBio portal. So this plot has been plot against only the T53 gene and the mutations. So this green color, brown color, indicating about the information, you can see the missense mutations, the in-frame mutations or terminating mutations, or what are the fusion genes are included with respect to the protein change informations. So even you can download the data from here. And this particular T53 genes are also been used the references with respect to another data sources, like for example, reference sequence database is integrated with this particular platform. Ensemble database is also linked. CCDS database is also linked. UniProt database is also linked. So this based on using the single platform, different data sources are also linked. So you will be more assured of using your data and come up with certain validation or analysis of your particular search of your interest. So even I'm going to show you if you are interested only T53 gene and what type of UniProt data set they have stored here. Even you can see here the view 3D option is they have provided. So I will just click in view 3D option, what actually they have stored. You will see here, they are providing the PDB ID in the 4-letter code and the chain of the particular PDB ID. If you want to download this particular PDB ID, you can download in by using the PDB database, or else in PyMol script they have provided. So you can download in PyMol and visualize the particular gene of your interest. Even very nicely they have given the 3D structure, the friendship mutation, the omics data set, clinical data set in the single platform. So one can use this particular platform, and very nicely different databases have been linked over here. So you will be more assured towards your study regarding the cancer omics data. When based on your interest, you can use this particular changing the cartoon, or you can play with this particular options. But rather than using this particular, you can see what are the actually omics data sets which you are going to study. So this particular T53 gene, they have studied in more than this particular cancer type.